And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Defense is coming after him. And as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Receiver makes the catch. And the ball to the ground. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Volunteers looking to keep this drive rolling. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Finding space at the 20. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vols.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner is brought down. Gets a starter for the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field. And he's going to float this one to the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
2nd down after the incompletion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Moving past the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Here's the 2nd down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And here's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Caught quickly. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The Buckeyes will look to convert here on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And he pulls in the catch. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
The Vols will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. An inside give now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Grab down the middle. It's Downs. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Downs. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded with not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him.
He fires this throw, and he's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. So a great return following the pick, or finally able to get him down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. With them all the way back to claim the lead.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team's on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
And this one is caught. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Downs. Well, they had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw yet again. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
They'll run it here. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Keeping it on the ground here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Breaking tackles. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Does a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he fumbles. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Oh, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense cannot be stopped.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. Give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And he'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Chris, that's his third interception in this game.